Hi, this is Julie with Three Sister Sundries. Today I am back to do the last section of the paper covering of this cute mini album as a design team project for Lolly Palooza. If you've missed any of the video segments, I will leave a link in the description box for the playlist for the entire project. So far we've done the front and back cover and the first 2 pages, and then the center section with corner pockets and the waterfall. So cute. All of it is just so adorable. I love working on this. Today we are going to work on the last page, or the other side of this corner pocket, which has a really tall pocket, and then we're going to work on covering this little file folder, and we'll see if we get to this back pocket. This one is going to be a little bit more involved with all the curvatures and everything on it. So we are going to get started with this pocket, and I have all of my papers right here in my folder for this pocket. Okay, this one also has a tag that goes in, so these 2 pieces are for the tag. I'm going to set those aside for a minute, and we are going to work on covering the pocket itself. So this bigger piece is going to slip inside and just cover that top part of the pocket and behind there a little bit, so that that doesn't show if you get in and out of the pocket. So I'm going to get my glue as close to the edge as I can. And making sure it's right side up. Slip it in under the pocket, line it up, and press it down. Making sure I press down inside the pocket so that it sticks really well. I'm noticing that I have my spine piece right there too, so we'll put that on also. Alright, this one is going to go down at the bottom, and this one, oh, I need to cut a notch in my pocket. Let's see, that looks like the center. Okay. Get my 1-inch punch in there, and I think I'll go down about halfway and punch. Maybe I'll mark it on this side. It would be easier to see. Okay, I think that is the center. Alright, I think I'll punch it on this side, obviously, if I have my marking on this side. Let's see. Don't know how far down I want to go. Let's try that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. So we'll get that one glued on. Okay, and then this one goes down at the very bottom. Okay, this piece is a part of a cut-apart card on the sheet of cut-aparts. So I will leave the instructions in the description box to cut this apart, but we're going to use the sentiment on another page, so make sure when you cut this apart that you save that sentiment. So this one is going to go right here in the middle, so it needs to overlap. Oh, and I didn't line those up very well. It needs to overlap right here, and I got that on a little bit. I should have been paying more attention. Anyway, it goes right there, so we're going to put it there. I'm not going to be able to peel that off. Okay, I think I'll line it up with the green because that is going to be more visible. Okay, and then we're going to put this little spine piece on right here on the other side of this page. Right in here. Okay. All right, let me get my glue plugged back up, and then we'll get the stickers that go with this. Oh. Okay, I thought I had everything organized. Okay, let's see. With this one, we are going to put these cute mushrooms. And, do I have room to pop those up at all? I think I do. Alright, this one is going to go right here and kind of overlap just a little bit. We have a sentiment that is going down there, so I'm going to just lightly touch that on there and get out my sentiment, and then we'll decide. Okay, the sentiment's going to have to go tucked underneath a little bit. Go put it up next to the edge, and then maybe move my little mushrooms over just a tad. There we go. Okay, now let's set that aside. That looks so cute. Look at those cute little mushrooms. Let's set that aside for a minute and work on our tag. Now, if you remember, or if you've watched the other ones, I've cut several tags. So I have, although these are, I might get my big tag out because it's the same size as this one. And mark, oh, it's a little bit shorter too. I think this one's going to have to be tall because this pocket is so tall. So I'm going to leave the height. Just cut those corners off. Oh goodness. Can't see my other end here. Alright. Then we're going to cover the top with this cute paper. So I'm going to flip this over, line it up on both the side edge and the top edge, and mark. And then I'm going to slide it back over to the other side, lining up the top and side edge, and mark. Then we will trim that piece. And that should give us the proper angles to leave us a little bit of a border. Oh my gosh, that's such cute paper. There we go. And then we have a little orange circle that's going to go right there like with our other ones. So let me glue this one on. And I'm not going to put glue where we're going to punch our hole. Okay, I think I'm going to lay that on there, and since I'm using the small side, I'm going to punch with the small side in the middle here, as close as I can get it. I'm so bad at eyeballing the center. Okay, obviously. And then I'm going to turn this over and repunch this. Maybe I'll try and get it a little closer to the center with the big punch. That way the circle will go where I want it to go. So now we're going to just glue the circle on. So that leaves us a little bit of a border on the inside of that hole too. Okay. Now, in the instructions there are no stickers or anything along here, so I thought I would look at my trims maybe and see what I can find. I've got these cute ball fringes, but I think that's going to be a little too bulky to put in the pocket. And I do have this cute rickrack. I think I might use this. It will help tie in one of the other elements in the design. So trim that off and add that cute rickrack. And then maybe we can add another sticker or a piece of ephemera or something. Although getting it in and out of that pocket is going to be tricky if it has too much on there. But that rickrack adds a little something extra. Okay, and then I think I will go with this same lace that I used on that bow to kind of tie that in. And I'm just going to cut a piece off. Here's my fabric scissors, and then we'll trim it up after it's tied. So, tying a square knot. So that my little wings here are kind of going the same direction, or out to the sides. Oh, I cut that real long, didn't I? Okay, then we're going to trim that down quite a bit. There we go. Oh, that is so cute. Alright, then let's bring our book back over and put this in our pocket. So being careful not to get that caught. And there is that page done. Alright, we're going to move on to the file folder pocket, which is going to be, like I said, a little bit more involved because of the, let me put this back, because of the curves on that pocket. So let's Get this out. Okay. Let me see what goes where. This cute green goes on here on the flap. The cute bee goes underneath here. So let's get those two on first. I trimmed this wrong, so ignore the notch that's already out of this paper, and I'll show you how to line it up so you can cut that notch and have it fit perfectly with a little border. So slip your paper inside. We're going to line it up with the top fold and this left edge here. And then we are going to come down to the bottom notch and draw a pencil line, and then along the edge. Then we're going to slide our paper back down to the other fold down here, line it up with the left edge there, and then we're going to draw again and down. And then once you cut that out, that will give you a perfect border. So I'm cutting across, pretend I am cutting across. Now we're going to cut out this other notch. It's been a while since I've done a project with a border like this, and so it took me a minute to figure it out. And I'm going to erase my pencil lines because they are going to show. Oops, sorry about the jiggling. Okay, we're going to work on our flap. So this one we're going to do the opposite way that we did this notch. We're going to bring our paper up to the top edge and to this side edge, and we're going to draw a line on our top notch, and then we're going to bring the paper down to the bottom edge and making sure it's still aligned with that edge, and we are going to draw a line along. Oh, it's not lined up real straight. Let's get it straighter. There we go. And we're going to draw a line on the bottom edge of the notch. And I am going around this curve also so that when I cut it, the curve will fit. That corner will fit that curve. So then we're just going to trim along our pencil line. Alright, and that should fit just about right. There we go, not too bad. Okay, let's glue that. Oh no, I'm not going to glue. Okay, before we glue, we are going to add some eyelets. We're going to do a string closure. Okay, we've got our papers trimmed. Now we are going to add a little closure before we glue it onto our paper. So I'm going to cut some more 1-inch circles, but this time we are going to use the plaid side. Okay, so we're going to put one there and one there, but I want to kind of mark where this is going to go, because it is not going to go clear up there. It's going to go more down here. So let me get my centering ruler out. And is that right? Ew. Maybe about right there. Okay, so probably want this down here a little ways, so maybe about right there. Okay. And then this one can go right here. So let's mark the center of this one also. So 3 and right there. Okay, I don't know, maybe it needs to go down farther though. Yeah, it needs to go like right there. Okay. Now I have my little eyelets. And I need to practice this. Okay, so we are going to put, this is the small eyelets. Let's see, we're going to use our plaid, so we could use an orange one or a yellow one. Let's see, yellow would show up pretty well. Let's try that. There's another yellow one right there. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can mark the middle of this one. I don't know. That looks fairly middle-ish. Okay, we're gonna call that the middle. That might be better than what I've been doing. Okay, so small hole. Okay, on each of those. It's not exactly middle. Okay, and then small hole on these. And here's my other paper. Okay, then we're going to line these up. Let's see, maybe I'll put that one on there because this one has a lot more green on it. It'll show up a little bit better here. Okay, then put our little eyelet in. Okay. Okay. That is pretty cute. All right, there we have it. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. And I'm wondering if I want to tie my string on before I get it in my book. It might be a little easier to do it not in my book. So let's get, oh, you know what? I've got this really light, or it's kind of skinny, so maybe this would be easier to deal with. So, I don't really have very many colors that will go. That yellow is really bright, but maybe it'll be okay. So I am going to tuck that under there and tie a good knot. Maybe one more time. Okay, then just trim off that end kind of underneath that circle. And then I'll just cut it extra long. For about there will be good. And then I can glue that on without and well, it'll just be easier than trying to tie that on after it's glued. So let's get that on there. Oh no. Oh dear. I might have been squeezing just a little bit too hard. I am going to go clean this up. I'll be right back. Alright, we're just gonna use our extra glue and put it on our flap. And it didn't get enough, so let's see if I can very carefully squeeze this out now. Not have that happen again. Okay. Glue the flap. Oh, I forgot to erase my pencil lines on that. I'll have to go back and do that. Oh, go down, there we go. Okay, just be careful not to mash your, if you fold your flap back against one of those score lines, then you won't mash your little gusset. Okay, now, gonna have to add a little bit more glue to this one on the edges. It's all dry. Now my paper's probably going to be a little bit warped because of all that glue, but we should be okay. Alright, now I want to line up my two pieces here best I can. That looks pretty good. Oh yes, it's very wet right there. Okay, while that piece of paper recovers and dries out a little bit, I'm going to set that aside and we'll work on some cute file folders. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my camera today. It is either, it might be me. I might have forgotten to push the button, but something's going on with my camera. I don't know. It's not filming. Anyway, so I am doing files to go in my little folder. These are just like tabbed cards. So I have already made a right hand one, and I just demonstrated how to make a left hand one, but I think it didn't record. So I'm going to just kind of go over this again and show you what I've done. So put your paper in against the punch for that corner, then you're going to take out your little stop, and I am making my tabs large so that I'm lining this corner that I've already punched up with the large side. Punch again, then bring it around here to the other side of the punch board and put it up against, put the tab up against this edge, and then you use this little cutter to cut away the excess. So that's how I made that one. So there are two, one for right and one for left, and then I'm going to make two center ones. So I'm going to take out my little stop. I'm going to line up this edge with the alignment of the size of the card, and they are 7 inches, so I'm going to put it on the large. Here's the 7-inch. I'm going to put it on the large size line, punch that side, then I'm going to line it up with my large size tab on the other side and punch. Then I will bring it around to this side and get out my little cutter and cut away that side and that side. And there we have a center punch. Okay, so we're going to do that another time. I'll put that there. Okay, so line up with 7-inch on the large size line, punch, turn it over, line up our tab with the large size, punch again, Then turn and trim away the excess there, and here. Okay, now I've sort of figured out, if I can remember, it's been a few days since I worked on these, so I've figured out how to trim the paper. Okay, so these are cut a little bit smaller width so that it will leave a little bit of a border, so it'll be fine to do it this way. Cut the corner, then flip it around, and I'm going to go in between my medium and large size tabs, punch again, then cut away the excess. Oh, let's see, let's move this down a little bit. Cut away the excess, and then that leaves me a cute little piece up at the top of that. So let's get all those ones cut. Okay, I have got all of my pieces punched so that we can decorate our cute little file tabs. So let's get those glued on. Hopefully my glue won't explode again. So I think I'm forgetting how to use my camera. So these pieces are just a little bit smaller by 1/4 of an inch than wide, you know, as the width of the white cardstock. So cutting these the same way that you cut the file folders, or the file cards, the white cardstock, lining it up on the 7-inch line, and then flip it over and put it in between the large and medium size tab lines, and that will give you your border. I think I might want to add a sticker or some embellishments to these. I think that I will do a separate video for embellishing further than what it already that I've already done. So stay tuned for that, and come back and see all the cute things that you can add with this kit. Alright, now we are going to, I think my paper has dried enough. It warped a little bit, it's still a little bit warpy, but we are going to cover the inside of this little file folder. So we're gonna figure out again this notch. So let me see, I'll just look at my instructions and see what paper goes where. Okay, the orange goes here, and this cute plaid will go inside. So we're just going to tuck that in and cover just that top edge. So let's do that right now. This one you want to make sure you get that the edges really good, because you're going to be sliding things in and out of this, and it'll catch on that edge if it's not glued really well. So slip that in there. Okay, so we are going to trim this off the same way we did the other side. So we are going to line it up with the top edge and the tab edge. Draw a line, making sure we catch the rounded corners. Then come down here, line up our edges, and draw a line catching those corners. Okay, trim that one. I'll get this one on. Oh, that is so cute. Now, let me see. Do we have any? I don't think there are any further embellishments on that one. So let's slide our little file folders in. So we're going to put one on the left, one in the center. Maybe we should put a center one in the front. Center, left, center, right. And slide those in. And with this little W, I think that it will be easier to put them in the way they fit, with two on the front side of that W and two on the back side. That way they'll fit in there well. Oh, that is so cute. Okay, then we're going to close this up. Closure's kind of on the front, kind of getting in the way. Okay, so this little circle needs to be bent up just a little bit and train it a little bit. Okay, then we're going to wrap, and we'll see how much. Oh, we cut that just about right. Okay, so cute. All right, now we're going to do this pocket, or this, well, it's not a pocket. We're going to make a pocket, however, on this side. Oh gosh, I've got extra glue everywhere. Okay, so let's get out our papers. Not in there. Last folder, last papers. Okay. All right, this paper will go here, and this is the sentiment from this card. So this one just needs to be cut. I'm going to just kind of eyeball this. We're going to cut it even with this card, lining up the sentiment in the center. Okay, so that will go there. This will go here. Okay, let's get this little sentiment glued on. Making sure it's right side up. And then this one will just butt up right against it. we are going to, let me just get my pin in because I've been having issues with my glue today. And make sure I keep it plugged. Okay. Then we are going to make a pocket out of a sticker. This cute little plaid sticker right here that's a frame. And so I have cut a piece of acetate. I'm going to clean it off on my pants. That didn't work very well. Okay. And I am going to line it up. I'm going to have to trim some off, and that's okay. I'm going to line it up. And then I'm going to just trim off this top edge right along the edge of this sticker. That way the top of the pocket will not be sticky. Okay, and then I've pretty much got the acetate all the way to the edge of that sticker and just leaving this part, but I think I'm going to run some tape along that, some foam tape to lift that up just a little bit to leave room for all the stuff that goes in that pocket. So I'm going to use my skinny tape, my very narrowest, well, yeah, the narrowest that I've got here. And I'm just going to run it along the very edge. Oop. Got down just a little farther, a little closer to the edge of that sticker than I should have. Okay, and then along this edge. Okay, and then along the bottom edge, and then I'm going to powder the rest of that sticker on the bottom there so that it doesn't, and I guess I could have put more acetate down there, but I didn't think about lining that part up. So I'm just going to powder the bottom portion of this sticker right here to prevent it from being sticky on all my stuff I'm going to put in there. There's going to be a tag. Okay, my acetate is cleaned off. So I am going to pretty much just center that. Actually, there's a sticker that goes right there. So let me put that on before I don't have the room for it. So it is this cute border of flowers. So, you know what, I may cut off that edge so that it looks even, or equal on both sides. So, cut off that edge, and then it is just going to go right above the sentiment. There we go. Put that one back on there. Okay. So, then I think I want to put that down just a little ways. So, let me burnish my tape really well. And even though this looks like the back of the book, it will be inside, so we don't need to worry about the bulk of this anywhere. Okay. And then this one has another sentiment over the top this hello happiness. So I will need to put a little foam dot down there on that one end. It's going to be hanging off the edge. So there, and then it covers up this one. There we go. Okay. Now inside this little pocket we are going to make a little tag that will just slide in like that. And we're going to make it with, we're going to cover it with some scraps. So let's make our little tag first. And let's see, do I want it? I don't think I want it that. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball the angle. I'll set that aside again. Kind of eyeball this angle a little bit. So I'm going to put my top corner at 1.5 and maybe the bottom corner at 2. Okay, and then I will use this on the other side to cut that angle. Okay. All right, I have some paper scraps out. I might be rethinking. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm going to put this little tulip paper on the main body of my tag. So I'm going to try my hand at getting this cut with a border. So, pencil, pencil, pencil. Okay, I'm going to cut that there. And I need to cut this here and here at least. So let me get those cut. Probably need to let's see, I want to cut that down a little bit to maybe 1/4 inch smaller. So what are we here? 4 or 3 3/4. Cut that to 3.5. And then we are 2.5, so we'll cut that at 2 1/4. Okay, and then got our other angle, and that should give us a little border. Okay, and then I found in the ephemera pack this cute little guy here, but I also found this All Things Grow with Love that I really like too, so I may, I don't know, let's see, maybe there's another little gnome that's tiny. Let's see, oh man, there's this cute one right here on the mushroom. But cutting a lot of the mushroom off if I put him. Oh, goodness. So many cute things. I just don't know. Oh, okay. I'm just going to do that little guy right there. He is super cute. think we'll probably put a little orange circle too, so let's get that on before we put our little gnome. So let's cut another circle with the 1-inch punch that is right over here. Okay, so let's do this the way we did the last one. Put the circle on and cut with the small hole. Let's see. Oh, still didn't get the middle. And then cut this one with the big circle again. Oh, I didn't push down hard enough, I guess. Okay, and then we'll glue that little circle on. Right there. And then glue our little gnome on, and it's okay if he overlaps a little bit. Let me cut off these little... I don't like the little perforation tab thingies that stick out. Even though they probably won't show much, that's okay. Alright, we're just going to glue him straight down. No dimension. Oh, he's so cute. And then we'll put some trim. I think we'll go with some of this trim. Let's see, I think I have one that's got green, so let's try some of this. Oh, where's the end? Goodness, really? Oh, there it is. Okay, we'll just cut off a little piece. And oh my, it does not want to go through the hole. Here we go. And we'll just tie a knot at the top. And trim off those little extras. Okay. And there's our little tag for that cute pocket. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else that goes in there. Well, we're supposed to have a sticker. Let me see if that sticker would look cute on here. It's supposed to be a cute little tulip. I think it might, with our little gnome and our other tulip that's on there. Or our tulip paper. Yeah, that will look cute. Okay, and that pocket is done, and that page is done. So we've got these 3 pages done. So I think next time we'll come back and just add a few little doodads here and there, and then we'll do a final flip through also. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.